All right, so let's look at what created some of that greatness in the championship season of 1998 that's being celebrated here today at Yankee Stadium. And you look at the world champions, they sweep the Padres in 4 games. Joe Torre, manager of the year. Bernie Williams won the American League batting title. David Wells have that perfect game. We'll bring you images of a lot of that throughout the course of this afternoon. But you were on an opposing team at the time. You had a game plan for that, and usually catchers in game planning look for a soft spot in the lineup. You couldn't find it.
I couldn't find it, and, I was playing with the expansion Devil Rays then, and, everybody would say, oh, you're an expansion team. It was expected that this team would beat you up, but we had one of the best pitching staffs in baseball, and I could not figure out how to get this lineup out. I mean, it started at the top. You had Knobloch, you had Jeter, you had all these great hitters in the middle with the power, and, Jack, you talked about ferocious. I felt like that team almost had you beat before they threw the first pitch by the way they went about their business during batting practice. There was a swagger, a confidence about them, and I think opposing teams, I know I felt it. I felt like we were already behind and the game hadn't even started yet.
They were on a mission to make you feel that way and then to go out on the field and make it actually happen. When I interviewed Derek Jeter about the 1998 Yankees, he said something to me that I'd never had a player say before. He said, we wanted to pummel teams. We wanted to go out there and beat them into submission. And he also said they wanted to win every inning. They didn't want to just win a 9-inning game. They wanted to go out there, win the first inning, win the second inning. And to your point, Flash, if they won those first few innings, a lot of times the game was over.
I'm glad you actually said it that way, that they wanted to win every inning, because that's exactly how I felt. We would go out there and they would have a lead, maybe 2-3 runs early in the game. And I almost felt like that team was so good, they could take their foot off the gas for a little bit and then cruise. And then if you were an opposing team that was going to show them, we're going to make a run at you, they put the foot on the accelerator again and just pulled away. It was relentless. It was respectful. But, their lineup gets so much attention because I was trying to get that lineup out. But as I was standing in that clubhouse today, that pitching staff was pretty good, by the way. David Wells was holding court. David Cohn was in there. El Duque walks over. He looks like he can still pitch. And I'm like, okay, that's why this team was so good. I mean, they had the starting rotation. Then you had the guys in the bullpen. Stanton was hanging out with Jeff Nelson, all the guys at the back end. So it all kind of came back together for me. Some nightmares, actually, looking at the guys in that clubhouse.
Their starting rotation won 79 games. We'll never see that again. The way the game is played today, with wins being spread out in terms of using more pitchers, Joe Torre had pretty much an ace every time he put players out there on the mound. And John brought up El Duque. We would be remiss if we didn't talk about what El Duque meant to that team. The Yankees were something like 44-13 when El Duque debuted on June 3rd. And suddenly you had this gift from above, this guy who came in who had no fear and who ends up pitching the biggest game of the season, Game 4 of the ALCS against Cleveland. Derek Jeter said to me he was the perfect guy for that game because he wasn't nervous. The season was on the line. El Duque didn't care. He pitched great. They won.
It is remarkable. He ended up making 21 starts that year, goes 12-4. I mean, that comes out of nowhere. And his delivery, I know, when you had to face him, kind of came out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was in the dugout at the old Yankee Stadium when he made his debut for the Yankees, and I'll never forget the scouting report that we got on him from his minor league starts. Average velocity, sweeping, breaking ball. Well, nobody mentioned the delivery, right? The high leg kick and the ability to hide the baseball, and I think nobody knew at that point what this guy had in his heart, and I was lucky enough to catch him, with the Yankees later on in his career, and getting to know the man is why he was so successful. There was ice in his veins, and he went about navigating a lineup like nobody I had ever seen. If he didn't want to deal with you, he would walk you respectfully, pitch out of the strike zone, knowing the spots in the lineup that he could get you out. And I caught him at the end of his career, Jack. He was that good.
Yeah, and the Yankees had a similar scouting report to you. They thought he was a back end of the rotation guy because I think when you just looked at sheer stuff, El Duque, there were 4 or 5 pitchers who had better stuff than him. But what John was talking about, the delivery, the ability to hide the ball, the toughness. Jorge Posada just talked about his toughness and how he went out there with a vision and a mandate that you're not going to beat me. I'm not going to let you beat me. And if you do, you'll end up beating me on my pitch. I'm not going to give in to you.